this budget reconciliation that Republicans passed, where it was their kind of like their goals of what they wanted to see cut, without any specifics, and what kind of spending they wanted to see, what kind of tax cuts they wanted to see. This has been an excellent opportunity for us to spotlight the fact that MAGA doesn't research a fucking thing. You spoon feed them what you want them to hear. They hear something on the internet that suits their agenda, and they run with it, no matter if it's true or not. Example, meet Alexa, if that's really their name. This is one of their videos.
Passed. No more tax on tips, no more tax on overtime, no more tax on Social Security. It's not just something we're talking about in the Twitter world or on TikTok. This is actually a real thing that passed today. So going forward, Americans are not going to have tax on tips, tax on overtime, or tax on Social Security. Now, is this going to benefit you? I know that no tax on tips is going to benefit people because I think people are actually going to put down their tips on their taxes, so it's going to show more income so they can qualify for loans.
That is an account flat out lying to you, saying that moving forward from here on, you're not going to be taxed on your Social Security, your tips, or your overtime. That is a lie. What passed was just a vision, a goal, and it didn't even have wording about no tax on tips, Social Security, or overtime. So now there are going to be people that are going to go to work, they're going to work overtime, and then when they get taxed on that overtime next week when they get their paycheck, or in 2 weeks whenever they happen to get their paycheck, they're going to be pissed because they got their overtime got taxed because they believed idiots like that. Here's another one. Cindy. She posted something very, very similar. She posted a video that had this still photograph. Breaking. House GOP passes budget bill which ends taxes on tips, overtime, Social Security. Wrong. That is a flat out lie. No such thing has passed. First of all, even if it did pass the House, it would still need to go through the Senate. Just because something passes the House doesn't make it a law. But more importantly, it never passed the House, because the thing that passed the House wasn't an actual budget, wasn't actual cuts, and it didn't have any wording about Social Security taxes, overtime taxes, or taxes on tips. This is a prime example. This one bill that passed, this one reconciliation vision that the Republicans have passing, is an excellent spotlight as to how their voters are the least informed voters in my lifetime. Nothing of the sort has passed the House of Representatives yet. Here they are telling you your overtime is not going to be taxed starting now. Your tips are not going to be taxed starting now. And there are going to be service workers out there who get cash tips that don't normally report them, that are now going to be like, yeah, I'll go ahead and report those tips because they're not going to tax them anyway. Yes, they are. MAGA is a group of lying propagandists who will feed you whatever the fuck they want to feed you in order to get you to believe whatever the fuck they want you to believe. And the people that vote for these assholes, the MAGA faithful, are the biggest bunch of gullible sheep I have ever seen in my entire life. They are running with proven lies. And sooner or later, it's going to bite them in the ass, because they're going to open their paycheck and go, wait a minute. That's right, motherfucker. You were lied to.